Slash and Cast. Hola.
Howdy.
How do you do?
It's a cold, rainy day.
I love it.
I got my cup of tea with my
Ooh.
thing with two-headed mug.
Did somebody give you that?
Stephanie got it for me.
Oh, from our site?
Yeah.
That's rad, though. That's rad.
I think that's where I got it. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it.
Well, if she got it somewhere else, we need to send a cease and desist immediately.
Exactly.
Trying to look up what episode this is.
That's a good idea, because how long has it been? Has it been like a couple months?
Dude, it's been a few months. People were starting to get bitchy. I'm looking at right here. It was 2 months ago.
Wow.
And that was episode 55. So this is episode 56.
56. Got my chilly sweater on, my skull sweater on because it's chilly.
Yeah, I had my hoodie on, but I told Sammy from Pure Horror that I was going to wear her shirt on this episode, and I didn't want to let her down. But at some point, I think I may be ducking back into the hoodie. It's a little brisk today.
It's brisk today. Ooh.
Yeah, I love it. It's rainy in California. It's nice.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's about time.
I love it.
I love it.
So we got a lot to catch up on. It's been, it's been a minute.
It's been a few.
We
also have some stuff that you gave me to go through.
I have piles over here too. We'll have to go through that stuff as well.
Yeah.
I think it's the companion pieces to the stuff you have.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to say, I want to forget, is that for all you guys out there that send stuff in or want stickers, and I've said you send a self-addressed stamped envelope and we'll send you free stickers. I have a new P.O. box address. So the old one is no bueno anymore. So although it could get a little confusing because I chose the exact same box number, I thought, why not? 409 was the box number and it was available at this new place. But the new address, which I'm going to put down here on the bottom, is 24301 Muirlands Boulevard, Suite V, I guess is 5. Box number 409, Lake Forest, California, 92630. It'll be here for a little bit and then it'll disappear. And so yeah, if you want stickers, self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'll mail you a bunch of stickers. We got cool stickers, man.
Cool stickers.
And they're not cheap. They're not cheap. These cost money to make, and doing this out of the goodness of our heart.
Just handing them out.
Handing them out, man. Hand them out. Like these ones here.
Horror shirt on.
These ones are like $1 a piece. I'm not kidding. This hologramish type shit, I'm not doing those again. No. But these are a little more affordable. These are more affordable. But still not cheap.
Mr. Beers, who does those graphics, right?
He's awesome.
Graphics.
Yeah.
He just did a new one that he sent me.
Oh.
Did you see it? It's two skulls. It's us as two skulls.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's pretty sweet.
Oh.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I wonder if he sent it to me. I don't know why he wouldn't send it to me.
I'm sure he did.
Let's see. As I was just messaging with him yesterday because I'm mailing him one of these because I said to him, I go, did you get an Atkins glass? And he didn't get one. He designed the logo. So I'm sending him one of those, and I'll probably spoil the surprise. I was going to also mail him a signed Atkins figure just because I appreciate all he's done for us. And but then the only downside is fucking dude's in the UK. How expensive is the ship to the UK? But that's
he's a good man, though. He deserves it.
I appreciate he does all this great stuff for us. So yeah, gotta share the love. I'm looking here to see. No, he doesn't send it to me. So
no. I'll send it to you, and then you can share it on here or
Awesome.
something.
Yeah. Did you know Dave Corsell? Did you know Dave? Have you seen
Mm-mm.
the news that he passed away?
I did see the news that he passed away. I did not know him.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew him. He was a good friend, and he actually lived real close to where you are.
Mm,
Like the first time I came to your house, I was like, I think this is like Dave Street, or he lived
mm,
near here. I mean,
mm,
he moved out of California several years ago, but
mm,
he used to be right by you.
mm.
Um, and talk about just a ultra horror fan, good guy. I mean, honestly, I don't think I could find somebody who could have a bad thing to say about this guy. He was one of the nicest guys. I kept in touch with him. Last time I messaged him on October 1st and wished him a happy birthday. And the last time we really talked was right before H45 because he was all excited to get an Atkins figure.
Mm.
Um, but dude, I mean,
How did he pass?
heart attack.
Oh my God. He was
Yeah,
young.
I think he's like my age, maybe even a little younger. Um,
Wow.
and it's just crazy. And he was good. He was in good shape, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
He was,
Yeah.
looked like he worked out. Dude, it's
Sad.
nuts. And I just wanted, I don't know, I wanted to take a moment just to kind of, I don't know. I've starting to get to this point in my life when somebody dies and it seems like people, they find a picture of them with them, they post it and they go, gonna miss you, bro, kind of thing like that. And then it's just, it goes and then that's the end of it. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I feel, I don't know, it just, I feel like the social media thing when people die, it's just gotten to a point of, it doesn't feel that personal anymore. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like back in the day when you lost someone and everybody got on the phone and they called each other and they talked about what that person was like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I don't know.
Becomes fleeting. It
Yeah,
becomes like everything else with social media. It becomes fleeting, which it shouldn't.
yeah. It feels, I don't know. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I totally get that. Everything's become fleeting because of social media. You can put something up there and it's all based on likes and people looking at it, and do people see it and do they respond and things like that. And
yeah,
it's to because then it makes you feel like the life that was lost is fleeting.
yeah.
Then it makes you feel like, is it really that simple? Is that it?
And I almost feel like funerals, in a way, have kind of, even though they haven't gone away, but they've become less of an event
Yeah.
where, like, almost like what has happened with class reunions, where social media has kind of killed class reunions because, you used to go to class reunions to reconnect with these people you hadn't seen in forever. Gee, what do they look like now? Blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Now you see them online. I'm good. You
Yeah.
say hi, and it's kind of, sadly, sort of a similar thing with funerals, where it's like, that would be a place where you would reconnect with the friends that were friends of his, and talk about his life. And it seems like, people just kind of skip out now because it's feel, oh well, I made my post.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I mean, it's sad. I think you need to stop for a minute and take stock in your own life and the life that was lost, and really remember. I mean, but those are all things that you can only do on your own. You know,
Yeah,
it's all on your own, and so it's sad. So my heart goes out to his family and friends,
yeah,
and I didn't know him, but I hear great things about him, and it's always sad when you lose someone who's great, who's cool, because it's all going to happen to us. It's going to
yeah.
happen to every single one of us.
It makes me think, like, when that happens, it just kind of, it's a creepy thought to think about how your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube channel will just be there and you'll be
Yeah,
gone. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
people go to it and they comment to it like they're talking to you,
yeah,
but you're
yeah,
gone. It's
yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird
Surreal.
thing, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't want to bring the mood to start it with a bummer, but I
No, it's all good that you have to. I mean, look, life can't all be fucking margaritas and blowjobs all the time. It's sometimes there's highs and lows, and you know,
but but since we're on a down, let's talk
yeah,
about some more death.
yeah,
Roger Castell passed away today.
yeah, yeah.
The
Roger Castell.
artist of the original Jaws
Yeah,
one sheet. I've met him. I've met him a
Empire
couple
Strikes
times.
Back, I think, right?
What's that? Oh,
Empire
Empire
Strikes
Strikes
Back.
Back. Yeah, he did
Yeah.
one of those alternate posters.
Mm-hmm.
I met him a couple times. He did Chiller quite
Mm,
often,
mm,
and super nice guy. And
mm.
he was up there in age. I mean,
Yeah.
so it looked like he lived a pretty good life. And
Mm.
it's sad, but he left us some amazing artwork that we're going to cherish and is going to live forever, in
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
I mean, that Jaws poster alone is
It's a
one of the most
legacy.
iconic pieces of work you can think of.
Yeah, for sure.
But
We can all only hope to leave some kind of legacy like that behind.
well, you definitely have.
I
I mean,
hope so.
my legacy is going to be this channel.
No,
Yeah.
it'll be a lot more than that. But
Yeah.
I think it's again going. I mean, yeah, it's all this is a downer, but at the same time, it lets you take stock in what you have going on right now because that's all we got. All we got's right now, and I'm happy to be
Yeah.
here with you and with people watching. And I mean, what else? What else is there, man? I mean, this is
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Um, I guess let's talk about some of these nice gifts people have given us here.
Nice gifts. We got nice gifts. I got a couple sitting right in front of me, and a
Well,
letter to read.
uh,
And you want to go first, or you want me
yeah.
to go?
Well, I'm gonna read this first off. I've known this guy for a long time. I don't know if we've ever actually met in person, but through the internet, probably back from MySpace days. He goes by Zach the Pick Guy. Anyway, he used to do guitar picks. I mean, he still does, I think, but he used to send me all these custom guitar picks. Anyway, Zach the Pick Guy here, digging the pod. Um, as Kiss is ever present on the show, I thought I'd send you guys some Kiss swag and a one-off Ace poster I did for a show in 2001. This guy used to be an artist at Tower Records in Berkeley. And
Oh,
yeah, he had some part of that the Art Gods documentary. Did you happen to see that? Tower
mm-hmm,
Records about the
mm-hmm.
artists.
Right.
And he sent me a copy. Said the DVD is about our time working in the art department for Tower Records Berkeley, hand creating large format wall displays to promote new music releases, low budget, but may interest those that frequent in Tower back in the day and wonder where all that shit on the walls came from. Good companion piece to the Colin Hanks Tower doc. Bob's shirt is for Christopher. Ornate Castle, if it doesn't fit Christopher, well, I know white shirts aren't so rock and roll horror. There's a black one there as well. There was a black one, but my girlfriend took it. Sorry. Anyway, so he sent us, some. I think I put the posters away, but he sent us these cool slip mats.
Oh, that's cool.
I gave you one of those too. You got one. Do you
I
not have
did.
it handy? Yeah, I gave
I do
because
not.
he sent us two.
Huh.
Let's see what else. I got.
That is.
Huh? You found it?
No, I said I
Oh,
wonder where that is.
okay. Well, it was with the stuff I gave you.
Oh, oh,
Oh shit! I don't think I gave you your shirt. I didn't give you the
yeah,
Bob shirt.
yeah.
I
You
forgot to
didn't.
give this to you. It was underneath something.
None of that's in here.
Well, here's the Bob shirt that you didn't get. I'll have to give it to you later. I can't keep track of all this stuff. I appreciate it all. He sent us some cool goblin, some
Cool.
artwork think he did for some shows, and then he did these posters. I know I gave these to you, the Ace
Yeah.
poster, and this one here.
Very cool.
Those were from him. Let's see. Hold up. Yeah. I got the stuff all stacked on each other, and I don't know who's from what at this point. Well, this is old. I don't even know why this is sitting there. This is from like 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
It's one I read a long time ago. I don't know why it's in. I met this guy at a convention in God, where was Niagara Falls? I hope I saved it. Did I save his card? Good. And he makes this little replica, this little good guy's the voodoo doll.
Mm. Oh,
And
that's cool.
And it's the little and anyway, he gave me one. It was, I guess it was number 2 of 10.
Wow.
But anyway, I wanted to give him a little plug. In production, what's it called? In production props, replicas, displays. And that here's his socials for anybody. If you can read it, hopefully you can. Doing my best. There it is. Anyway, that was very cool of him to gift this to me. I mean that, you know, a significant. I'm surprised that Trick or Treat Studios hasn't done that yet.
I know, right?
Also, another vendor that I met, I think at Horror Hound in Indianapolis, Scare Flare Records. They gave me a copy of the Night Riders.
Oh wow,
soundtrack.
very cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
I haven't even opened it yet. I've been so freaking busy. It's just gonna go back here
busy.
in my stack of records I haven't gotten to.
Stuff to get to.
Let's see, what's this? I don't know anymore. I can't keep track of all this, Chris.
I understand.
It's maddening. And my office is starting to look like an episode of Hoarders. So,
well, there's more stuff here for you to hoard as well.
God. What's this? Sean, thank you very much for doing giveaway for stickers. Also wanted to thank you and Christopher for the shout out in regards to my husband and father. Touched us very much. We are forever fans of you both. I'm now taking over watching for my husband. Stay safe and healthy, Zachary, Giovanni, and Mom Julie. This is, remember a few episodes back we had a viewer who had passed, and it was his son. They said they watched it. I think this is in regards to that.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, absolutely, of course, man. You know,
yeah,
absolutely. And I got one more letter here, I think. Let's see, Sean. I've been a big fan of yours for lots of years now. I'm really into the horror movie locations videos on YouTube, and yours always deliver. You seem to have a level of detail about them other YouTubers doing them don't have. Yeah. Your collection is pretty insane too. I hope you finish the movie poster series at some point. Yeah, I will. I'm working on it. I think you stopped on the letter I in the last video you did. Enclosed is my stamped envelope. I'd love to have some stickers. Keep up the great work. We appreciate you. Thanks, Tony Norris. And on the back, he wrote, P.S. Fuck those people making comments about your girl being your daughter. They're jealous about how hot and young she is. That's what that shit's about. That's what he wrote. I appreciate that. Yeah, whatever.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, on the fair videos when we're together, there's always some joker that's like, "Oh, your daughter is really pretty" or something like.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, yeah, come on, man, come on. Okay. They're trying to get a rise out of me.
Yeah.
All I do is just go, "That's right, bro."
Damn
anyway,
right.
I forgot who gave this to me, but this guy gave me this shirt. This company, Movie FX, Monsters, characters, animatronics, mayhem, all in a day's
Ah,
work.
ah.
This is a XL, so I guess it's for me. Um, and I don't know. Did you see this company called Contenders? They were a vendor at H45. They
No.
sent me some swag. They sent me the Michael Myers underwear.
Oh, nice.
uh, there's another one here. I haven't opened it yet, but you can see his face peeking out right there.
Yeah. Right. All
Um,
right.
and actually, let's open a couple of these. A couple shirts, I think. Let's see what this is. A
Cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nothing on the back, but it's just I like how simple it is.
Yeah. I like simple.
This looks like a jersey. I don't know. Oh, these are shorts, I think. These are shorts.
Look at that. You can wear those when you work out.
These are definitely
When you're at the gym.
chilling in the house shorts. But no, we got to break open these undies and take a look. Hold on. These look kind of hilarious. I'll wear them though, for sure. As long as they fit.
Good to know. You never know what kind of underwear Sean's going to be wearing.
They're silky.
Silky smooth. Look at that. Halloween underpants.
Tommy Lee Wallace looking like he's looking at my junk.
I know. He's like,
Yeah.
check out Sean's junk.
That's cool. Contenders is the company.
Contenders.
Let's see one more. Yeah,
They didn't send me nothing. Thanks a lot, Contenders.
They reached out to me direct and said, hey, would you like us to send you a care package? We love what you do. If you could give us a shout out on the show. Now I'm sure that you're watching this, Contenders. I think Christopher Nelson needs a little care package as well.
I could use some underpants. I want those underpants. I would wear those underpants. They didn't send me no underpants. Maybe it's because you think I don't wear underpants. Is that what it is?
Well, there's a lot of people have concern about what's going on in my junk, powders and whatnot.
Yeah, you do have a lot of issues with your junk.
They're just trying to help me support the boys. So anyway,
lovely.
Do you have some other stuff you hadn't shown?
I do. I have some stuff I haven't shown. We got a letter and a gift from Daniel Caruso. I'll read the letter.
Okay.
Dated September 16th. So sorry, Daniel, that it's taken us so long to get to you.
He's since passed, but
Yeah. Dear Sean and Chris, I hope these skulls find you in one piece. Can you guess who they are? Should I show them yet? No, I'm not going to show them yet.
Okay.
Haha, I've been wanting to create something special for you guys for a while. You two make so many special things for us fans. I hope you guys like these. I included 2 stands for displaying them. Paper towel holders make good mask and skull stands. Please take the packing out of the skulls if you want to use them. You may have to fix the hair from shipping the Sean skull. I tried to style it, but it never get it as good as your hair looks in real life, Sean. The hat on Chris' skull is glued so it wouldn't fall off in the box. Sorry, Chris, I couldn't find glasses that would fit your skull, but the hat looked like the style that you are wearing. It's not the wrong one. That's okay. Your shows and podcasts and all the hard work you guys produce are the best thing that ever happened to YouTube and entertainment.
Word.
I love you guys. Thank you for all you do. One of your #1 fans, Daniel Caruso. So I appreciate that, Daniel.
I haven't even seen these yet.
I'm going to show them to you. Here's mine.
Oh, shit. That's rad, dude. That's rad.
Here's yours.
Dude, that is awesome.
So there you go.
That is some funny shit right there.
Isn't that great? Those are great.
That is funny. That is awesome.
Try to style your hair a little more like.
Yeah.
You got to style the hair there.
Yeah.
But there
Need
you go.
Some help with the hair, but yeah.
And mine's got a gray beard in there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is
Pretty
awesome.
good. Pretty awesome. So thanks you, Daniel.
Dude.
Appreciate that. We also got something from the Everscave.
Oh yeah.
Lots
I
of
remember.
Everscave stuff. I
Yeah.
got a box
Where's
here to
my
tell you it's
Everscave
funny.
box?
It's here.
Oh, did I give you the whole box?
You gave me the whole box.
Oh, okay.
It's got 2 T-shirts.
Oh,
Everscave
nice.
got 2 of these. One
Yeah,
for
I
you.
remember. I think we were in a hurry that night, and I said, "Here, just take the box." And
You did. And
yeah.
on the back it says
Ooh, I like it.
infernal, eternal in death. So we got 2 of these, one for you, one for me. We
That is
also
just
got
too.
stickers beyond belief.
Oh boy,
Everscave stickers.
more stickers than you could ever use.
2 CDs, or more than 2 CDs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 CDs.
Damn. Okay.
We got that. So we got the CDs, we got the shirts. There's your shirt, and then we also got
An envelope of
same
cash.
box.
Oh,
Says for the taste test on that horror movie podcast.
I'm guessing he means ours. I don't know.
We got some beers,
Some burrs.
kind of prairie.
Open that shit up. Let's see it.
Right.
Let's take a look at them burrs.
Take a look.
I've got a whole fridge full of weird flavors that those guys have sent us.
Rainbow sherbet.
Oh shit.
Ale. Prairie Artisan Ales Rainbow Sherbet.
That sounds terrible.
It's a sour ale with rainbow sherbet flavors. It sounds awful.
Oh, actually, I might like it then. Who knows?
I don't know. We got that one. I got Spicy Pickle Monster.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
This sounds disgusting. I'm not even going to jump into that. You can go fuck yourself with Spicy Pickle Monster.
I'll make sure he drinks it.
And we got one more. This one is Sound Growler. Burning Hill. Sound Growler. Burning Hill.
What's the flavor?
This is it says Bamberg style. I don't know. It doesn't have a flavor.
Okay.
No flavor. It's a cool can though.
It's a cool can.
It's a cool can.
Yeah.
So we got that. Sherbet. I'm curious to open one of these up, but I'm not gonna. Pickle Monster, go fuck yourself. I'm not even touching it.
I just saw somebody at Disneyland. Somebody just posted I was watching a holidays like food video from Disneyland. Like somebody, one of these YouTubers were trying all the different special foods, and there was a pickle flavored milkshake. And surprisingly, they both said it was pretty good. So, but I'm just like, really? Why would they have that at Disneyland?
Yeah, makes no sense. Weird. I don't like pickles.
I like pickles, guy. But I don't want to drink pickles.
I don't want to drink pickles. Yeah. I'm probably going to open one of these up before the end of the show.
Okay. Are they cold? Oh, I mean,
well, they're cold because they've been sitting out here. So
okay,
they're chilled. They're chilled.
Well, if you're going to do that, I could grab one out of the fridge. I have a few in there that they've sent me that.
Oh yeah.
That I haven't. I've been kind of waiting for the right moment for us to get together again and do something like that. But
maybe we'll get to that at some point.
What's that sculpture back there over your shoulder that looks like a weird like devil or something, like has like a devil chin?
That thing?
Oh, that. Yeah.
Oh, that is a Harvey Keitel devil sculpture from Little Nicky.
Oh,
is that Harvey Keitel played the devil in Little Nicky, the Adam Sandler film?
Yeah,
that's a sculpture that a friend of mine, Mark Tavares, did a long time ago. God, ages and ages ago, and he gave me one. So that's what that is.
Is that like a resin copy or something?
It's a resin copy that I painted to look all, bronzed and shit like that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's cool.
That's really cool.
Have that forever, ever, never. I did Harvey Keitel's makeup on that movie, which was awesome.
And you also worked with who on that movie?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
That's right. I puppeteered the bat that he bit the head off of in that movie,
Yeah.
which we segues into one of the conventions we did recently, and
Yeah. Yeah.
your first it was Famous Monsters convention, and it was your first foray into representing Ozzy and his family. How did that
Yeah.
go?
And it went amazing. And actually, they have a podcast on YouTube, the Osbournes podcast. And yesterday, I believe they dropped the episode where they talked about the convention.
Mm.
A little disappointed they didn't really talk too much about it. I thought they would kind of go in depth on it, but they just kind of touched on it, and everybody said they had a really good time and enjoyed meeting all the fans. They had nothing but positive things to say, but I was kind of hoping that they would get into it a little more. But
Yeah,
give me a shout out or something, no.
right. But it went well, and it was
Yeah.
good. I was there. I was at that convention. They took up the entire convention, man. People were there to see the Osbournes. That's what they were there to see at Famous.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of, I was kind of worried that would be the case as far as a first time show. If you put the Osbournes in a Horror Hound or Texas Frightmare or something like that, they would be a huge attraction, obviously, but there would still be that regular fan base that's there for everybody else.
Mm.
And there was people there for the other people like yourself, but it was light in comparison to the Osbournes turnout. So, and unfortunately, for logistics reasons, security reasons, they put them completely on the other side of the building. I mean, like a long walk.
A long walk.
It really separated the show, which hurt the other guests. I think definitely so. But no, it was a great experience. I mean, a surreal moment for me, having seen Ozzy at age, I think, 13 on the Bark of the Moon tour, and now be sitting with him, working with him. He was, and he likes me. That's the important thing. Which I was sitting with him, making him laugh at one point, and during the photo op, Jack walks over to me, and I'd been in the same room with him for a while, and he walks over and he goes, "Dad likes you. He said you make him laugh." And I'd be honest, man, that just was like, made my weekend, just to hear that I had the approval from the Prince of Darkness,
Absolutely, for sure.
But he was great. And I have to tell the story I told during the, since that's never going to air, I got to tell the story about their manager. Okay. So let me drop into it. So anyway, I hadn't met their manager, and Jack had told me he was coming to the event. So on Thursday night, we're doing a walkthrough of the venue, and I meet him for the first time. Hopefully I'll get along with this guy. And anyway, his name's John, and I meet him, and immediately we hit it off. He was wearing a hat of an obscure 80s hardcore band that's not really that big outside of California. And I'm like, dude, no way. And we start talking about music. We're in the same music. We're the same age. We're walking, talking. I said, well, were you in the band scene? Like, did you play? And he said, oh yeah, I was in a band called Crackworks. And I go, I know this name. How do I know this name? We never played with you, but for some reason, I know that band name. Couldn't figure out how I knew it. So I said, well, I was in a band called Malfunction. I said, Frankie Perez is our singer. And he's like, oh, I know. Yeah, I know who Frankie is. And everybody knows Frankie and blah, blah, blah. And like Sharon and Ozzy knew Frankie. He's pretty well known in the music scene. I mean, Frankie was in a band with Geezer Butler recently, Deadland Ritual. So anyway, 2 days later, we're in the convention. There's some music playing. And it's like a score. And we're trying to figure out what movie it is. And we start talking about movie scores. And John says, oh, a good friend of mine scores a lot of horror films. In fact, he played the demon in Insidious. And I go, oh, Joe Bashir. I said, I've known Joe forever. I said, in fact, his old band Drown was like our brother band, and we played with them all the time. And in fact, their singer sang on our album. And he looks at me and he goes, oh, you're that Malfunction. Like his demeanor changed completely. I was like, yeah. And he goes, you guys jumped, me and a friend at the Coconut Teaser one night. And at that
Jumped as in
moment,
fought, as in fighting.
he said, you jumped us. Your
Right.
band jumped a friend and I at the Coconut. And seriously, dude, at that moment, my heart dropped into my stomach. I'm sitting there thinking, all this hard work and everything I did to put this Aussie thing together might just go out the window right now. This guy's telling me
Right.
I jumped him.
Right.
And I go, I can explain. So I did my best to explain what happened that night. And that's how I knew the name Crackworks. So long story short, our singer, I saw him. We had played. We were in the courtyard, just chilling, celebrating, whatever, had a great show. I see him walk across the courtyard and punch some guy in the face.
Jeez.
No idea what it was about. That's Frankie Perez that did that. And then I see this other guy jump on Frankie. So that's like 2-on-1. That guy that jumped on Frankie was John. I then went over and hit John. Like he and I hit each other at the same time, kind of Rocky 2 style, you know. And then chaos broke out, dude. I saw my bass player running by with a chair over his head screaming. and he it was nuts. And all I remember is when we got out of there, we like ran out of there. Like Shane had gotten a bottle broken over his head. He was our bass player. He had to get 15 stitches. He's bleeding like crazy. Frankie had broke his pinky and it was sticking out this way. I had split my lip open, was bleeding from my mouth. And funny thing is I actually took pictures when we were in the van on the way home. We're kind of posing like, like, look at us, look at what morons we are. And anyway, so we're back to the story. I'm sitting there talking to him, explaining to him, I didn't know what was going on. I just saw my singer, two guys on, anyway, we both started cracking up and it kind of, I think, bonded us in a weird way. And then he was like, dude, we got to tell Sharon and Ozzy about this. I'm like, yeah. So it was like all weekend we're laughing and telling people the story about how we got in a fight.
Nice.
Small world, right?
Small world.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was a good weekend for you.
It was, yeah. And he is, they've already signed on to do another convention. I don't think I'm at liberty to announce it yet. But it's already, they actually agreed to it that weekend. So.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. And of course I had him sign all my records and stuff.
sign my records too. You got
that's records. Right. I got your Black Sabbath record signed.
Yeah, my Black Sabbath records signed by Ozzy, which are awesome.
I think I got one right here. Huh? Oh, woo.
Yep, there you go. I had mine, that album signed too. Diary of a Madman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you for doing that. Very cool.
I just got back from Manchester, England on Monday. I was at For the Love of Horror.
Yeah. And
that was, dude, I was blown away at how many people came up to me talking about our podcast. I mean, wow. and people saying, you need to bring Christopher over here. You guys need to do a live podcast from here. We want to meet him. People wearing our t-shirts. I mean, wow. It was crazy. I was taking tons of pictures. They even asked me to go on stage and do a Q&A because one of the guests canceled and they had this open slot. So the moderator guy said, hey, I'd love to have you come up and just, let's just talk about horror. Let's, I'm like, okay.
How did that go?
Dude, my big fear, because first off, the way they do the show, it's kind of like the one we did in Tampa, where the stage is kind of in the show, so you can see it from other places. Well, there was all these people sitting out there, and it's big. It's a big venue. And my worry was, here's this unannounced person coming up. The moment they announce me and I walk out there and sit down, people are going to get up and leave. Yeah. That was my biggest fear, dude. I'm like, please don't let that happen. Nobody left. It was awesome. In fact, more people started to sit down and listen. It was really cool. I was very grateful.
What did you talk about?
Talked a little bit about the Aussie thing. They asked about that. Talked about our podcast and Horror Solid Grounds, and you know, basically just, oh, H45. They asked a lot about that. I was blown away how many people had H45 t-shirts that coming up to me going, that was the best weekend of my life. Blah, blah, blah. It was so awesome. So many people. The positive outpouring of love for H45, like since the show has happened, has been nuts.
Right.
I mean,
And we haven't talked about that,
we
have we?
haven't talked about it at all.
Oh,
No.
that's right. Wow.
Yeah.
I keep forget. I feel like we covered that on the last one, but we didn't, did we?
Well, we did, but that was the one that we recorded at the convention.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I'm mixing it up.
Okay. So we haven't had a chance to talk about it. You have a good time at H45?
I had a great time at H45. It was super, super fun. I was busy,
Yeah.
which was nice. Usually I get a smattering of people here and there when I do a convention, but I was busy. I had a line and it was great, and people were awesome. And you know, H45 people are there for that reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have fans, like hardcore fans, going to H45 who love Halloween and everything about it, and it was great. And it was nice to talk to everybody and meet everybody. And there was so much love for not only the Halloween franchise but for the recent trilogy. You know,
Yeah.
I know how they're divisive they are, but people were really fucking into it, man.
Well,
And they
dude,
loved it.
you were sitting right across from Rowan,
From
and
Rowan,
he was slammed all
slammed.
weekend.
Yeah.
People love Corey, whether you like to admit it or not.
They love him, man. They loved Rowan and loved Corey, and I got a lot of love for Halloween Ends, man, which was really nice. It was really, really great. People that got it, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a great weekend. I was busy, and it was great to see everybody. And the Halloween making of book came out. They had a limited run of those being sold at the convention, and they tons of people bought them. I think they sold out of them. It's a great book.
Somebody gave me one as a gift.
Yeah, it's a great book.
It was actually you.
It was me. I gave it to you.
See, that was a happy birthday one.
That's right. It was a happy birthday gift to you. And it was fun because it was almost like a high school reunion where all the people involved in the new trilogy were running around getting it signed by each other. And we signed my book, we signed my book, we signed my book. So that was really fun to do. And there was so many people there, and it was great. It was a great convention.
That was the one thing I unfortunately wasn't able to do, is I had brought all three of the posters from the trilogy, and I wanted to try to get them signed by all the different people that I didn't get one signed.
You were slammed.
I was too busy. I made it a point to make a moment to get my original part 1 poster signed by like the two nurses from the TV version and the Brent LePage, you know, who was Lonnie, because I didn't know if he'd ever do another one, but I think he would. He had a blast. Right. And that's usually the case. People are like, I'll one time, and then they try it and they're like, this is pretty cool, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was a good convention. And there was tons of people there from all over the world, man. I was talking to people from Australia and from England and from Germany, and from people flew in from all over the world.
One dude from Korea.
Yeah.
One dude from South Korea was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, man, this is a show that it's always been like that. Every one of these we've done, it turns into an international thing. Like, so many people come.
And that's what's so great about it, is there's so much love going on in that room. Like everybody, it's such a community. And I hate to use that word, but I'm using it. It's such a community of people that all love the same thing and are instant friends, even though they haven't met. You know what I mean? And there was a guy, Pat, I can't remember your last name, Pat. I apologize, but I think he has a podcast, and he got Colin Murdy on Skype or whatever, and Colin and I were talking to each other at the table because Colin couldn't make it and he wanted to make it. Our buddy Colin Murdy was really awesome to talk to him and stuff. So that kind of stuff was really, really fun. And met some people, did a couple podcasts based off of people that I met at the convention. It was fun. It was great. Good job. It was really well done.
It was great to see like Darren and Frank from the Slaughtered Lamb
Yeah.
podcast. They were both there.
Mm-hmm.
And funny, I
Mm-hmm.
saw Darren this weekend uh, at For the Love of Horror because he's
Wow.
from there, and he
Right.
actually works for Sony. And he
Mm-hmm.
put on the Thanksgiving preview screening on Friday
Mm-hmm.
night, and it was he's doing an intro, and he's doing the intro to the movie, right? And I said, "Plug your podcast," and he's looking at me and he just keeps talking. I'm all plug your podcast, and he just ignoring me. And then afterwards, he's like, "Dude, they don't know I have a podcast." I'm like, "Oh, sorry,
Oh shit.
sorry. I mean to, yeah, I forgot. This is
How was Thanksgiving? Not to go off on another tangent, but
it.
how was
It was
that movie?
fun. It's fun. It's exactly what you expect. You know,
Right.
it's it. I enjoyed it.
Right.
I mean, you're not going into this thinking it's going to be the next great thing, but it was a fun slasher film. He pretty much added in, figured a way to work in most of the kills from the original trailer.
Mm.
Yeah, I had a good time with it. It's not. It didn't reinvent the wheel. It
Right.
didn't. It's not going to change the world. But is it worth seeing and fun and gory and the crowd got into it? Yeah, I mean, and it was great to see with a horror crowd because it was a For the Love of Horror preview screening. So everybody in that room was a horror nerd. So everybody's cheering at the right parts and laughing at the right parts. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I had a blast.
Good.
I was a
Very
little
cool.
disappointed they didn't bring anybody back from the trailer, like any of the actors like Jay
Mm.
Hernandez or Michael Bean, or you know it's all new people.
Mm.
But I guess Jay Hernandez can't play a high school kid anymore, so
Right. Right.
been a
Right.
while. But he could have played the cop, he could, but it's
Right.
strange. I got Patrick Dempsey, which I thought was an
Yeah,
odd.
that's an odd casting choice.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's great, but
Yeah.
I'm shocked he said yes.
Right. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so go see Thanksgiving. There will be no leftovers. White meat and dark meat all will be carved. So
So yeah, it's been crazy with the convention circuit
yeah,
for you.
and I've got one more show
I was
this
busy
weekend.
too.
I'm going to Mad Monster Party Atlanta tomorrow.
Mm.
And then I got 3 weeks off, and I am so stoked. I have been non-stop, dude,
Yeah.
and I need a break so badly.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm really excited. I have 3 weeks off, and then you're coming now too, to Steel City Comic Con.
Steel City
So all
Comic
you horror
Con.
nerds in Pittsburgh, Monroeville, come out to Steel City. Come see Chris.
Come see
Um,
me
come see him. He's going back to his hometown. He's from the Berg.
from the Berg. Come on out and visit me,
Yeah,
man. Come say hi, hang out. I'm
yeah.
gonna
We
be
need,
there.
we'll go, walk around the mall a bunch of times.
Yeah, I'm excited to go have lunch at the food court
Yeah, there's a
in Monroeville
Japanese
Mall.
place I like there. Have you watched anything recently?
I watched a lot of stuff. Yeah, I just went. Let's see what I watched. I just went the other night and watched The Holdovers.
Oh,
A
what's
lot of
that?
this isn't horror stuff. It's a Paul Giamatti movie. Alexander Payne. It's a
Hmm,
kind of a holiday movie, heartfelt holiday movie. It's good.
okay.
It takes place in the 70s.
Oh, I'll definitely check that out. I
It's
like
cool.
heartfelt holiday movies. I like the
It's
'70s, and I like Paul Giamatti. So it sounds
You're
like a
gonna
win.
like it. You'll like it. It's a good movie. It's
Let me
really
write that
well done.
down. Holdovers.
The Holdovers. Just went
Holdovers.
and saw that. Saw The Killer, David
Oh,
Fincher's
I'm
movie.
dying to see that. How was it?
It's good. It's good. It's David Fincher.
Yeah, well, I
It's
know
a
that.
slow burn. It's a slow burn though.
I like slow burns.
It's not an action movie the way that you would think a
Not a
movie about
remake
an
of the John
assassin.
Woo, the killer.
Not even close. Not even close. But it's a good movie. It's a very slow kind of cool movie, but it's David Fincher, and I love David Fincher.
Me
So
too. Yeah.
good. Michael Fassbender is amazing in it, and it's a good movie. What else did I see? I saw When Evil Lurks.
Watched it last night.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I mean, I got very upset at the main character's decision there at the end. I'm
Well,
like,
a
what
lot of his
the fuck are
decisions.
you doing, dude? I mean,
Yeah,
after everything that's happened,
yeah,
why are you not listening to this chick?
yeah.
But whatever.
Well,
I'm not
that
gonna.
guy was an idiot through the whole movie. Like
Yeah,
the whole movie, I kept going, "What are you doing?" Like,
yeah,
but for whatever reason, the guy was so likable and he was a good actor. I kind of forgave most of his terrible choices
yeah.
throughout the
But
movie.
it actually it has there hasn't been too many movies lately that actually made me tense, and that
Yeah,
one made me tense, especially
yeah,
in the school at the end.
yeah,
When they're walking through the kids and everything,
yeah,
I'm just like sitting
yeah,
there, kind
yeah,
of waiting for the dog thing to happen again, which was a
yeah,
great scene.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That scene was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. That scene was amazing. I was
Yeah,
like, I can't believe they're doing
I
this.
was like, yeah,
Yeah, that was great.
I highly recommend you guys check it out. When Evil Lurks. It's an Argentinian film. It's
Yeah,
dubbed. I mean, not well. I mean, it's subtitled.
subtitle.
I don't know if there is a dubbed version. Probably is.
I don't know.
I
I don't
watched
know.
it subtitled. Um, but totally worth seeing. What did you think of the makeup in it?
I thought it was good.
Especially
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the guy in bed in the beginning
Uh huh.
was
Uh
pretty.
huh. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't distracting,
Yeah.
so it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely see it. I watched a lot of stuff. Equalizer 3. It was, what you think
I
it
haven't
is.
seen the
It's,
first two
it's,
either.
oh, well, it's exactly what you think it is. If you saw the first two, it's the same thing.
Nah.
I saw Fall of House of Usher. I was watching
Did you
that.
finish it?
I didn't finish it yet.
I'm on episode. I think I'm on. I think I've seen like 5 episodes.
Mm.
The last
Yeah,
storyline.
I'm about the same way. I stopped watching when they started getting into the experimental monkey stuff.
Okay, that
That's where because I have issues with animals and being tortured or killed or experimented. I have issues with animals, period, in
yeah,
movies because I'm such an animal lover.
I am
So
too,
that
but
that
it
I
wasn't
checked
that
that checked
bad.
me out. It wasn't.
No, it actually. Um, I'm guessing you didn't finish that episode. You
I
should.
didn't. I didn't.
I think you'll like where it goes.
Okay. Do the monkeys get revenge?
It might be a little monkey revenge.
Oh yes. I love monkey revenge,
Yeah,
man. Give it to me. Rip your face off, monkey revenge. Yeah.
a little bit of monkey
Uh,
revenge.
I saw Haunting in Venice.
Didn't see that.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I thought
It's
it's
okay.
not really a horror at all. It's more of a mystery thing,
It's
right?
not. It's a Halloween version of the famous detective
Murder on the Orient Express.
Murder on the Orient Express and what's it on the Nile? That one? That
Yeah.
was the part two. This is part three. It was good. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's meh. I thought it was meh.
No. I saw the
It's
Millie
okay.
Vanilli documentary.
Oh, I want to see that.
It's really
What is
good.
that on?
I have it on the Plex, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't
How
know.
was it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of sad, man. You feel really bad for them. Like it's you feel bad for the one dude, but the other
Yeah.
dude was so arrogant. You kind of
Mm.
am happy to see that guy kind of get his because he was
Mm.
he turned into such a douche, the one that passed away.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um,
Hmm. I
yeah.
want to see that. That interests me a
What's
lot.
really interesting about it is the dude behind the scenes, the guy who hired them, and the guy, and he's the one who wrote the music, and he's literally this puppet master who's kind of behind the curtain, who completely got away with everything, and nobody ever called him out, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And they're all just beating on these poor two dudes when
mm-hmm.
this was all this guy's brainchild. Nobody's going after him,
Right, right,
and he's
right,
still
right.
alive too, and he wouldn't be interviewed for the doc. So,
Oh, wow.
but
Interesting.
this woman who worked for him, who was like his right hand person, she was in the doc, and she talked all about it. So
Hmm.
It was very
Yeah,
fascinating.
cool. I want to see that.
And the crazy thing is the one dude that lived,
Hmm.
he now performs Milli Vanilli stuff live, whatever. And first off, he looks exactly the same. Like, dude hasn't aged. And
Hmm.
number two, he can sing his ass off now. Like,
Hmm.
he's gotten lessons and he's fucking really good. Like, really
Wow,
good. Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for
Semi
him.
happy ending.
Meh.
Meh. One dead, one doing okay. Let's see if I watched anything else. I don't know.
I've been reading books too. That's
Oh,
what I've
have
been
you?
doing. Yeah.
That I have not been doing.
What did you grab any disgusting things to try?
I did. There's quite a few in the fridge right now, so I grabbed three that sounded nasty. You probably would never want to try. But this is one I've been looking at for quite some time.
Blue milk.
You know, like Star Wars
Oh,
smoothie sour ale
oh,
with blue raspberry, coconut cream, and vanilla ice cream.
oh, oh.
There's that.
That sounds disgusting.
There's this thing called Doom Scoops,
Mm,
and it's supposed to be dry hopped sherbet style ale brewed with raspberry, lime, and tangerine.
Jesus.
And then there's the Ecto Cooler,
Mm.
which is, I don't think it says what it is. Um, it just says Ecto Cooler. So I don't know
Right.
if this is supposed to taste like those Ecto Cooler juice boxes, but
I'm not drinking this pickle monster shit. I
mhm.
won't do it. Won't do it. And it's
Just take a
spicy
sip.
pickle.
Just take a
No,
sip and then toss it.
absolutely fucking not.
Somebody went through the trouble of buying you that, wrapping it, shipping
You should
it.
be ashamed of yourselves. I don't care. That's not my problem. That's your
Even
problem.
got a Jaws-esque can. You
Is
should.
that a? It's a
That's supposed to be.
frog.
No, what do you mean? Yeah, but it's a Jaws, obviously homage.
It is. Not drinking that. Pickles will make me throw up. I will throw up. I will absolutely throw the fuck up. And I'm not doing that on YouTube. I won't do it.
Just try it.
You try it.
I would if it was here.
I'll send it to you, and you can try it on the next one. Boom. What do you want to try? You want to try one, or you want to keep going? What do you want to do? I'll drink my rainbow sherbet one if you want to drink your fruity one sherbet one that you have. We both have sherbet ones.
I guess I'll try this Ecto Cooler one first.
Okay. Do you know who sent that to you?
Dude, I mean, most of these were given to me. They're either ever scathed or um so you put me on the spot and Brett Patrick.
It's okay, you can cut it out.
Yeah. What? We didn't cut it. I just said his name.
Oh, Brett Patrick.
Yeah. Yeah. So
All right. Is that the same guy that sent me mine? Brett? Ever scathed?
um
Is that the same?
that's two different dudes.
Oh.
Brett Patrick's another guy. He's the guy who in Chicago, Brett Patrick was the guy in Chicago who brought us the Fruity Pebble ones to drink, and
Mm.
you recognize him like that if you saw him.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Oh boy. Here we go.
Ectoplasm.
Ecto Cooler. Ecto Cooler.
Ecto Cooler. All right. Ecto Cooler. Go for it.
It's very light. This supposed to be a beer? I think it is.
Is it a beer or a soda?
No,
Sounds like a soda.
it's weird. Is it has a soda feel and carbonation, but it has a uh a beer like a beer like taste, like aftertaste. That's me after I drink these. I don't dislike it, but
All right.
it's got a little bit of what are those called? Like a shock top or a blue moon. What are those called?
IPAs.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that IPA aftertaste,
Mm.
but
It's raining here. Do you hear the rain?
no,
It's
it's
raining
not bad.
crazy.
It's not
All
terrible.
right. All right.
Your
I'm
turn.
gonna try. I'm gonna try the rainbow sherbet.
Save the pickle for last.
I'm not doing the pickle.
You're doing the
Prairie
pickle.
Artisan Ales Rainbow Sherbet. Let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. Fuck me. It tastes like baby aspirin.
Dude, you hate everything.
Fuck me. No, I like shit that tastes good. I don't want to drink beer. I want to drink a beer. I don't want to drink baby aspirin in a beer, and then you throw rainbow sherbet on it. Sure, I could do that. I'm gonna have another sip.
I should probably be pouring these so people can see what they look
Oh,
like. I've got my little um 3 masks of death shot glasses.
oh, lovely.
So
Yeah, that tastes like baby aspirin.
yeah.
Fuck you.
This is
Nope.
what the this is what
This
the
is this is what it tastes like.
this is what the ecto cooler looks like. That's it.
Oh boy, look at that.
So
Looks
it
like
has that.
reanimator fluid.
All right.
All right.
Let's see.
All right. That was entertaining.
Um Next I'll go with
I'm gonna go with Sound Growler.
I got Doom Scoops now. There we go. Doom Scoops.
Sound Growler.
Don't get ahead of me now.
All right, I'm not.
And after I get a slight buzz, I'll get into the get off my lawns. Oh God.
I
Look
only
at
had
that.
one get off my.
Dude, look at that.
Oh geez,
That looks gross.
that looks gross.
Okay.
Oh,
Now this is definitely a beer. It smells like beer. Here we go.
all right.
Going in.
Give it a shot.
Oh
Don't like that?
no.
What's it taste like?
Um ugh. Ugh. I I'm not a big fan of raspberry. It has a strong raspberry. This has raspberry in it too. That's got me nervous. Yeah, not a big fan of. It's very beerish, IPA-ish with a strong raspberry flavor.
Ooh, that sounds.
Now
awful.
this, well, go ahead. You go on to yours. Ugh.
I'm gonna go with Sound Growler because it's got a lightning bolt on it, and I've got lightning bolts.
Yes, you do.
Sound Growler. This is called Burning Hill. All right, let's give it a shot.
I had to wash that one out.
All right. That's pretty good. This is pretty good.
Well, see, they sent you a real one with all the.
It's a real beer.
Ones.
Yeah, this is a real beer.
So you should save a little of that. Jump into the pickle real quick and then wash it out with that.
Oh, I'm not doing the pickle.
You got to try the pickle. Don't be a pussy. Just try just the sip.
All right.
But I'm doing blue milk first.
All right, you do blue milk first.
Oh, that one just split.
Oh, yeah, the pickle thing's going to make me throw up, and you're all going to watch me throw up.
That'll be awesome.
It won't be awesome. Won't be awesome for me. I'll be regurgitating.
Oh, God, this smells disgusting. It looks gross.
Oh, it looks like Windex.
It smells like raspberry. So,
go ahead.
Here we go.
Oh, it makes my stomach churn.
Not as bad as the last one, but not good.
No,
I'm gonna grab one more. Just
one more beer.
One more. I've got so many weird flavors in there.
Oh God!
Grab one more.
I'm just gonna keep drinking my Sound Growler. Why can't I remember that name? Sound Growler. Uh, Burning Hill. It's not bad. I like this. Thank you. Um, I dare all of you out there to try some of these fucking flavors. They're some of them are pretty horrendous, and I'm not looking forward to the pickle. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. But I'm not going to like it. That's for sure.
I lied. I grabbed 2 more.
Oh,
This one's called Secret Machine. And it's pineapple, grapefruit, orange, and something sour.
So all of the citruses.
Yeah, and then there's Sun Lab, which is American sour ale with blackberry, blueberry, and acai. So,
all right. Is it my turn?
It is, but I got 2 and you only have 1 left, so maybe I should skip ahead.
You go ahead. You go, because I have to gear up for the pickle thing.
All right, I'm gonna do the
my stomach's already fucking churning. Let's talk about books.
I'm on Sun Lab. Here we go.
All right.
Sun Lab is I'm going with the witch on this one.
All right.
Smells gross as fuck. Here we go. That is very light in comparison to that other shit I drank. It's sour. It's not terrible. It's not good.
It's not good.
No.
Who makes this shit? And who drinks
Children.
it? Like,
and children drink it too. Like
who looks at it and goes, "Oh yeah, I got to have some of that." All right. Okay, this is the spicy pickle monster. This is bad, dude. This is bad.
Come on, man. Do it for the fans. Here we go. Don't smell it.
Oh, fuck. It smells like asshole. It smells like pickled asshole.
Like a bag of pickled assholes.
Oh. Oh, dude.
Do it. Do it for the ever scathed.
Fuck the other ever scathed. Fuck you for sending me this shit. All right. Oh, fuck. No. Nope. Oh. Nope. Nope. Oh, fuck you. That is vile. It's fucking vile.
That was awesome.
That is canned pickled ass.
I can't believe you did that.
Pickle up someone's ass and then turn it into a beer.
I'm so shocked you just did that.
What are you talking about? You're sitting there giving me the whole fucking.
I know, but I can't believe you'd listen to me.
Oh, that's
Secret Machine.
Terrible. Fuck you. Oh.
All right, I'm on to the Secret Machine. Here we go.
It can't be nearly as bad as that.
No, shit. There's no way it can be as bad as that. Hold on.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your mom.
That's pretty good.
Fuck you and your mom.
Dude, don't talk about my mom. Are you talking about Everscape?
Not you. Not your mom. Oh.
Yeah, I'll drink some more of this one.
Which one's that one?
This is the Secret Machine. Pineapple, grapefruit, orange, sour.
Oh, it's a girl drink. You like girl drinks. Anytime we're at a bar, Sean goes, "Order me a girl drink." And I do. I order you the girliest drink, and you love that shit.
I do.
You love girly drinks.
Get you on a pina colada. Get caught in the rain.
Oh. This one tastes like styrofoam.
But a minute ago, you liked it.
Yeah, it's weird. it reminds me of all the chemicals that I work with being a makeup effects guy, and you just get used to all the crazy, huge, toxic chemicals.
So it takes you back. That's
It
good.
does.
Um, let's see. Let's see what.
I'm going to plug two books right now.
There we go. I didn't know you wrote a couple books.
Quentin Tarantino's, here it is, Cinema Speculation. It's a good book. Got to check that out. If you like movies, you're a movie fan, you're a cinema fan, check out this book. It's a good book. The other book, which is hilarious and it cracks me up, and if you're a fan of Tom Segura, who's a comedian, I love Tom Segura. I'd like to play alone, please. Tom Segura's I'd like to play alone, please. It's a good book. It's funny, memoir type kind of book. His career and his family, and it's funny. And him meeting celebrities on planes, which is really funny because there's a chapter. Every other chapter is him meeting a celebrity on a plane, which he loves to do. So, two books right there for you guys to check out. Read. It's good for you.
All right.
There you go. There you go.
Let's talk about
What's
been bugging you, dude. Any get off my lawns? Come on.
my mom being old is bugging me.
Somebody do something about that.
My mom being sick and old is bugging me. That's been a giant pressure on me lately. My mother's old and she's sick, and it's weird to go through that. To
Yeah.
to be at an age where your parents are sickly, and it's just like a window into what your future is. You know what I mean? That's the hardest part about it, is you're going, this is a window into my future at some point in our lives.
Yeah.
We're all going to be wearing diapers, and we're all going to be fucking got to get help to get out of bed, and we all have to be fed. It's horrifying. And I want to know, out there, how do people deal with this? Like, do you think about this? Do you think about this, Sean? Do you think about
I
being
have,
old
yeah,
and
a
people
lot
taking
lately.
care of you, and you have to like what is that? Is it just me? Is it
No.
me that's just sitting here going, fuck, what the hell? I don't have kids, and I'm never gonna have kids. So I'm not gonna have anybody to take care of me when I need my ass wiped. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's the one thing that I've thought a lot about when
Not
it
to
came.
be a downer. I don't want to
Yeah.
be a downer here, but we're talking about, I mean, if you really want to talk about stuff,
Yeah.
let's talk about stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I thought about that a lot, when having kids, like I mean, not having kids, like who's going to be there for me? Fortunately, my girlfriend's 22 years younger than me. That helps. So,
I knew you were going there. I
I mean,
saw it coming.
um,
Will she though?
but,
Will
uh,
she though?
but will she though? True.
Will she be
Um,
there though? Mm.
um, I think I talked about my grandpa passing.
Yeah.
Um, well, my grandmother passed as well.
Mm.
About
Mm.
it's been about 6 weeks now,
Okay.
and um, it's my mother moved to Florida where they both were to kind of help take care of them, and she has two brothers and a sister that live there as well, and they're almost all of them are going through their own shit right now. It's the my mother's side of the family is having a lot of issues right now, health wise. There's a lot of things going on. But my grandpa passed, and then my grandma went downhill quick, and my mother, watching what she's been going through, trying to take care of them, and then grandma passing, and then having to take care of all the stuff that goes along with it. She's brought up to me, like not wanting to burden me with that. My dad's brought that up to me before, about, yeah, and I think I get it from my father. I'm very much of the mindset that I don't want to burden people. I don't,
Yeah. Right.
I, you know, and it is something you think about, like, oh my God, when they get to that point where they're going to need help, that's going to be a full-time gig. That's going to be,
Yeah.
and I used to have a half brother that lived with my dad and lived up north. My dad lives in Northern California. And I thought, well, and he's young. He was, 20 years younger than me. I was like, well, it's going to be, he'll deal with him. I'll deal with her. Well, then he died. So now it's just me, and I'm an only child.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's something I think about for sure.
Yeah.
But, they spend 18 years of your life taking care of you. This is the least you could do to give back.
Did they?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know your upbringing, but I'm saying if in my, well,
Sometimes they didn't.
yeah, well, okay. Not a full 18 in my case either, um, but no, they, you know what I mean. And,
I know what you mean.
and it's, you know, um, it's something
It's
I don't look forward
mortality.
to. And as it's funny. So many people say to me, well, I'd say, oh, my grandma and grandpa are in Florida. And they're like, people would go, your grandparents are still alive? Like, people were always in
That
shock
amazes me. I'm shocked that
because I'm
that
53 and I mean,
right.
they just passed.
That's amazing.
But then again, they had my mom young. She's the oldest of the kids.
Right.
My mom had me young, she was 17 when she had me. So my grandparents and my mother are relatively young, compared to
Right.
most of my friends.
Well, I had my grandparents died a long time ago. They were very old.
Mhm.
I'm dealing with the passing of my parents now. Like my father died a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and now
And
I
how
have
old
my
was he when he
mother.
passed?
He was 86.
Okay. See, my dad
And
is only like 71 or something, or 72, something like that.
young.
I think. I got to do the math. Wait a second. I'm 53. So 53 plus, he was about 18 when he had me. He's got like 71, 72. I think he just turned 72. So my mom
That's
just turned,
young.
yeah. So,
And it is young. Fuck you out there who say it isn't. It is.
yeah. Yeah.
It is young. Yeah, it's a scary freaking thing. My mom is 80. I think she's 86 now or something like that. And you start doing the math.
How long you have.
Yeah. You
Oh,
know what I
I've been
mean?
doing that.
Like, and you're going, shit, oh my God, that's not much time. Because when I think about the last 30 years, that gives me about 30 years right now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be real
Yeah.
about it.
And how
That
many
gives
of
me
those are
about,
going to be good? Maybe
and
15 more
well, it's
before
not about
shit's
it being
before shit
good.
starts
It's
falling apart. And
well, right. Yeah. I mean, it's not about it being good. It's just about how fast it goes. Like I think about the last 30 years of my life, when I was 25 up until now, I think about it and go, holy shit, that went like that, man.
yeah.
It went so fast, like so fast, and so much has happened. And I'm excited to see what happens in the next 30 years for sure. But if
Are
if
you?
I'm lucky,
Are
if
you?
I'm lucky. Are
Um,
you?
yeah,
That's
what,
that's that's my biggest get off my lawn is getting older, man, and
yeah.
your parents and your grandparents passing and your friends passing. I've had a lot of friends pass in the last few years, and you just never know. You just don't know, and you
Yeah.
have to just try to be in the be in the moment and be present and enjoy where you're at, which is really hard to do because you're constantly living in the future. We're perpetually living in the future, if that makes any sense, because we
Yeah.
are every moment that goes by. But anyway, blah blah blah. I'm sorry.
And it really makes me sad because, like you were saying about counting the years and what I have left.
Yeah,
Then I
yeah,
start to think to myself, what is my mom and dad thinking? What are they thinking? Like,
right.
when they think that way?
Sure.
are they like, man, I got like maybe 10, 15 years left, if that.
Not even that. It's probably moment to moment.
And it's,
Like I'm getting texts from my mother that are akin to she's not going to be here tomorrow.
mm,
Things like you're very special or I love you or like things like you're going like, oh, she's living in the moment. She's going, I have no idea if I'm going to wake up tomorrow.
mm,
So I want you to know how I feel about you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
and which is something that is difficult to do. We were talking about earlier your friend who passed away who is young. It's difficult to sit here and go, it's difficult to be in the moment and to be present, to
yeah.
be happy that you have this moment. Like I'm happy that I'm here right now and having this moment with you and everybody's watching and stuff. And I might be waxing intellectual about all this stuff, but still, it's like you're going, I, I think it's because I'm going through what I'm going through with my mother right now, and it's such a hard thing to see somebody suffer.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anybody suffer, and I don't want to suffer. Like I'm not looking forward to that.
Well, I had conversations.
That's a get off my lawn right there.
Yeah. I
Suffering.
mean, I had conversation with Nay night before last, when I found out about my friend Dave passing.
Mm,
I said, look, I think he was younger than me, you know, and he died of a heart attack and he was in good shape. Like he was, I, you know, and,
crazy.
and it makes me wonder, like, I was like, as much as I don't want to talk about it, there's certain things we need to get in line just in case that happened because
Absolutely.
I want to make sure you're taken care of.
Absolutely.
Um, and like if I was to drop dead tomorrow, she wouldn't have a clue what you know how to access my money,
Right.
how to what anything is worth that I own,
Right.
what to do
Right.
with it, who she should talk to.
Right.
I mean, and then that's when all the hawks come out, man. That's when the
Yeah.
fucking hawks. Because I'll tell you what, dude, I didn't tell you about this. I had a friend named Landon Lee. Some people in the horror community might remember him. He was in the like Kentucky, Indianapolis area, a pretty well-known collector. Dude was he was a guy that the celebrities knew about. They saw him
Mm.
come in, they knew their weekend was going to be made. The dude would literally bring in tubs, giant tubs, and drop $2,000 on one guest.
Right.
It got to the point where we had to set up private signings for him after hours in the hotel room because he would stop somebody's line for like 2 hours because he had like 100 things he wanted signed. He was a great guy. He was a friend. I mean, I hung out with him. He owned a haunted house just outside of Nashville, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee, excuse me, Nashville, Tennessee. And he took me to it and gave me a walkthrough like after hours. And dude, the guy, I knew he was an obsessive collector, but I had no idea how hardcore. He had, I believe it was 73 storage units filled with merchandise.
Wow.
73, including his entire house and a barn behind his house. Just millions of dollars worth of signed memorabilia, crazy rare shit.
Right.
And when he died, the vultures came out, dude.
Mm.
And I know some of those dudes. And they went to his family and lowballed them and bought everything.
And but hold on, did he leave any of that to anybody? Or
He
did he?
he only had like he hardly had any relatives. I guess he had like an estranged brother or something.
Mm.
Uh, and they found that dude, and he was the one kind of left in control, and he sold it for pennies on the dollar.
Right.
Anyway,
I
so
got all my shit wired. I have a will. I got all of it. Like my shit. When I die, there's no question where it goes.
I don't have a will. I need to.
I do. I
Yeah,
do. I have a will. I have all that shit because I don't want it to be absorbed by what you call vultures or
the
like
government.
the government
Yeah,
or the Motion Picture Association, which 9 times out of 10, if you don't have a somebody that you're leaving it to, they just absorb it and take it. But I got all that shit. I took care of that. Like my shit's in place.
no, I need to do that. I need to do that.
And I
Um,
know this is terrible for us to be talking about on this thing. I know it's a bummer, but sometimes you got to get real.
yeah.
Sometimes you got to get real. Let's
Well,
be real about it all.
this is the moment that this was really sobering for me. It kind of hit me like a fucking brick to the face.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And I walk up to this vendor and I'm looking at, he has like a wall, like a display thing, like shelves of all this insanely rare memorabilia. Like I'm looking at like crazy Japanese Halloween 3 laser discs, um, Texas Chainsaw Massacre video disc, all this like incredibly stuff I'd never seen. Like that's how rare it is. I'm like, holy
Right.
shit, look at, I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, can I see that one? And I see it's autographed, right? I can see it's signed. I'm like, can I see that Halloween 3 Japanese Laserdisc? And the guy hands it to me, and I'm looking at it. And that's when I realize that piece and every piece in front of me says to Landon.
Mm.
I'm holding fucking Landon Lee's collection. I'm looking at a small portion of his collection.
Right.
And I asked the guy about it, and I said, how did you get this? And then, and he told me, he bought it with this other guy who was one of the vultures who, this and that.
Right.
And I'm just like, I was like, dude, that's going to be me someday. That's going to, some dude's going to go into a convention someday and it's going to be all this shit
to Sean.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
And dude, whew, it hits you, man. I mean,
yeah.
It's
for sure.
Freaky. It's freaky.
Yeah. It'll fuck you up. It'll fuck you up.
And it just like, it makes you realize, dude, like Landon was just loving life, fucking being a fan. Yeah, and man. Now he is, just like I was saying earlier about the fucking Instagram post, he's just a fucking memory, and his shit is just spread out, and and
people are selling it.
Yeah, and people are profiting from his death.
Yeah.
And it fucks you up, dude. It fucks you up.
But you have to get your shit together. It proves the fact that you have to get your shit together and go, all right, if I'm going to fucking kick it, and we're all going to kick it, then you better make sure that the people that you want to get it or that are going to profit from it are going to profit from it. And that's what I've done. I've made sure that no matter what I have or what I do, the people that I love are going to profit from what I have.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be any vultures coming in my fucking world, man. Not in my world.
Well, they still will. They still will, because they'll come. If you're leaving, for example, if you're leaving most of it to Stephanie, they're going to come to her and go, hey, those masks he had, what are you going to do with those? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. No matter what.
But she knows. I keep her informed about what those things are worth and what to do. And, I know it sounds morbid, and I know all this conversation is very morbid.
Yeah.
But it's fucking life, man. Fucking get on with it. Because I'm telling you, it'll go by in a fucking blink of an eye, man.
I can already read the comments. Most depressing episode ever.
Right? Exactly.
Hey, could you guys try fucked up drinks some more? This is some bullshit.
I blame the fucking spicy pickle monsters. That's what I blame. No, man, it's all good, because being real is is, yeah, sometimes you gotta fucking be real about stuff. So let's be real about stuff. But we appreciate you out there. I know this is depressing, but
I need to,
whatever.
I
Get
need to,
over it.
I need to, we need to kick it up a notch, happy wise, and throw some
Okay.
get off my lawns and.
Oh yeah, get off my lawns.
Okay, what is the deal?
Oh boy, here we go.
All right, so I'll go to the post office, right? And I'll say I'll be mailing something that looks like this. Okay,
Right.
right. This is the package I'm handing them. And they look at you and they say, "Does your package contain any lithium batteries or liquids?" Or I'm like, "Bro, come on, really? You
Right.
you got to run that spiel by me every time? Do you
Right.
think that there's any lithium batteries or
They're
liquids?"
required to do that. That's
I
their
know,
job.
but still, it's stupid. If I worked there, I would skip it if it was an envelope. Okay, just
Right.
saying. If it was a little
Right.
envelope,
You'd be a
um,
rebel. You'd be a rebel.
that's it. I'd be a post office rebel.
Post office
Um,
rebel.
let's see. All right. Oh, that stupid fucking face of horror thing. I think it finally ended, but I know you've been inundated with that. The face of horror. Could you vote for me to be the face of horror? We talked about this stupid thing.
We did? I don't
Yeah,
remember
you
this.
even brought it up once. People asking to vote for me to be the face of horror. Some stupid contest thing. It happened last year too. You don't remember this?
No, I don't remember this.
Dude, you even complained about it.
I'm sure I did.
Anyway, what I
I'm
was
on
going to say is,
medications, okay?
all
I
right,
don't remember a lot of shit.
when do you know when you know you're the face of horror? When you don't have to ask people to vote for you to be the fucking face of horror, okay?
Face of
Enough
horror.
of
Yeah.
that. That shit
Yeah.
is whack. Move on. All right. Um uh so I know I've bitched about this before about cashiers not, you know, giving you your fucking change back and
You
shit.
have a thing with cashiers, man.
Yeah.
Cashiers and you. Woo.
The other day I was at the whatever
Chipotle.
fucking gas station, and it's $1.99. I get this fucking soda. It's always $1.99, and I hand them the $2, and the person like this, and they look up and they're like, "Oh, do you want your penny?" I'm like, "I'm
Right.
standing here, ain't I?
Yeah.
Like,
Give me
you
my
think I'm
penny.
just standing here to look at you? Give me my fucking penny. It's my
Right.
penny.
Right.
At least ask me if I want it. Don't just shut the drawer and act like,
Like it's your penny.
yeah."
Don't assume that that's your penny, that I don't want my penny back.
All right. So this is a common sense thing that drives me crazy, and this has happened a few times. So I take sleep meds. I take Ambien to sleep. I have a sleeping disorder, right? So I have to go get they won't give you X amount. You can only get a month's supply at a time. So I I go to get my refill, and I'm waiting there, and the guy goes, we're out of 10 milligrams. And I said, okay. I said, well, do you have, because this has happened before, and they had 5 milligram ones, and they just give me
Right.
twice as much.
Right.
Yeah. And I said, well, do you have the five? He goes, well, we have the 5 milligrams. We have that in stock, but we're out of 10. I said, well, just give me twice as many.
Double
And he
up my
goes,
five.
well, we can't do that without a separate prescription. I'm like, it's the same fucking thing. Well, it is, but it isn't. It is. It's
No,
the
it
same
is.
fucking thing,
Right. Yeah.
and just refuse. And I had to go to a whole new pharmacy because they wouldn't give me the 5 milligrams, like 60 of them instead of 30, 10 milligrams. Like, dude, you're giving me the exact same milligrams.
I have that with my doctor. I'm on a medication that I have to meet with him once a month in order to get it renewed,
I have to,
even though I'm supposed to be on it forever.
yeah, I have to. As of right now, and they're trying to change the law to make it every month, like you're dealing with. I have to see my doctor every 3 months to get her to write a new prescription, and then she gives me 3 prescriptions, and I can only get it every
Every
3 months. And the thing that really sucks is that the times where I'm about to run out and it's backing up to when I have to leave town.
right.
And it's like,
It's
hey,
always when you have to leave town.
yeah, and it's like,
Always.
hey, I need well, I can't give this to you until tomorrow because it's a controlled substance and you have to wait till tomorrow. And
Right.
I'm leaving. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm leaving tonight and
Right.
I'm gone for a week and I need it to sleep. Well, I can't give it to you tomorrow. Is one extra pill going to really fucking put me over? I mean, we're talking one pill difference.
Right.
Waiting
Yeah.
till, yeah, this common sense. I get it. There's rules. It's fucking drugs, whatever. But it's like, come on, man. Common sense. Let's throw a
Yeah.
tiny bit of common sense into there.
I'm
I
with
can
you.
show you my boarding pass. I'm not lying. This is, that drives me nuts.
I need my meds. Give me my meds.
Another thing. Canada.
Another thing.
I love Canada, by the way. I've been going to Canada quite a bit lately.
Love Canada.
You know, it's like nearly impossible to find a maple bar in Canada. If you go to a donut shop, they do not have maple bars, but they have maple every fucking thing else on the planet. Right. You can get maple on a pizza. You can't get it on a fucking donut. It's insane. What's going on? You guys are all about the maple, but you don't put them on donuts. I don't get it. Get off my lawn. Thank you. So, Nay and I do this thing, right? Where, unless we're flying first class, which isn't that often, we have premium economy because our status with our airlines. So what we'll do is we'll book she likes a window, I like the aisle. So we book a window and an aisle and we leave the middle open, hoping that nobody takes the middle seat. I would say 50-50. Like 50% of the time it's empty, and that works out great, right?
Right.
But when it's a full flight and the person comes, I have issues with having to sit next to somebody that's going to cry. I got big shoulders. I don't want somebody who's on me. She's smaller, so I have the sort of a deal worked out with her. She doesn't like it, but this is how it goes down, is that we'll gauge if the person's bigger, then we'll offer to give them the window seat and they'll take the middle, so we're next to each other, right?
Got it. Yeah.
If they're smaller, fuck it. Nay can lean against the window, pass out because she sleeps all the time on flights. I can't.
Right.
But these motherfuckers that show up and you go, oh, would you like to have the window? And they're like, well, I'd love to have the aisle. Well, I'm not offering the aisle. Well, I'll take the aisle. It's like, we'll take the fucking middle seat then. You can have the fucking, you want the middle or do you want the window? That's the option. Why are we having this conversation? You're stuck in a fucking middle seat. I'm about to do you a solid and give you a window seat. Now you're angling for the fucking, well, you guys want to sit together, don't you? No, not that bad. I'm staying in the aisle seat. I pee a lot, okay? I'm staying in the aisle
seat. This is my seat.
Yeah. So anyway,
I got you.
Get off my lawn.
Right. Get off my lawn.
Be happy that I'm fucking offering you that window.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh God, this is what happens when we wait so long to do an episode. I put notes in here and I'm reading them and I don't remember what they're about. There was something that happened at In-N-Out. I put In-N-Out order and I can't remember what it was. And I and I know it was a good story or I wouldn't have wrote it down, but I'm just delete it.
Well, you've had some good ones. You're doing all right. You're okay. You'll think of it next time or something. My biggest get off my lawn this week is Instagram and people with their comments. And if I post a picture of a fucking makeup that I did for a movie and you all don't like the movie, I don't need to know that you don't like the movie. I didn't ask for your opinion on the movie.
Yeah.
I'm posting a picture of a makeup. You either like the makeup, you don't like the makeup. If you want to say you don't like the makeup, that's fine. I would accept that more so than bitching about the movie. Like, I can't help that you don't like the movie that I worked on. I can't help it.
It happens every time I put up one of my horizontal grounds. I'll put it and people will be on, this is super awesome. Then there's going to be a guy, dude, this movie's garbage.
This movie's shit.
I don't know why you're covering this. That's such a waste of time. Yeah. It's like, dude, just because you don't like it, just what you do is you don't watch it.
Other people
skip
don't watch it then. don't comment.
It's
Then
those
don't
miserable
comment.
motherfuckers that
But
want
you
to
go
just
out of
bitch.
your way. They go out of their way,
Yeah.
like literally out of their way to make a shitty comment.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. Like you have it in your head, you're processing it as a
Yeah.
human, and you're going, I can either make a shitty comment right now, or I could just leave it alone and let the guy have his fucking photo. But you went out of your way to make a shitty comment
Yep.
that affects so many people, and that bugs the fuck out of me. Like, just shut up.
Yep.
Just don't say anything. If you don't have nothing not nice to say, then don't say anything.
No, that's rare.
You don't have to like it. I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm not saying you have to like the movie.
And since we're talking about it, let's talk about The Exorcist.
Did we not talk about this?
We haven't, because it wasn't out when we did our last episode.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh.
No. I want to say something about this. That
All
movie
right, here we go.
got shit on so hard before it even came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just like this bandwagon of people bashing David Gordon Green.
Yep.
But one thing I will say that did for it was an overwhelming amount of people going, I kind of liked it. I don't know what movie you guys saw. I see a lot of people
liked it.
A lot of people are like going, that's not nearly as bad as you guys are saying. You know, it was actually pretty good. I've talked to so many people that liked it.
Yeah, me too.
And it was just like these people they had such a hard on for David Gordon Green.
Yeah.
That you know, it just
and the fact that it was an Exorcist movie that they compared to the original.
Yeah.
Which you could never do. Like, you just can't do that. But you're right. You're absolutely right. People hated it before they even saw it. They hated it. They hated it when they saw it. They went in hating it. There was so much hate going on around that movie. I've never seen anything like it. Even
and then I think
I did the Halloween movies.
And then it ended up I think making people's expectations so low that they left very pleased. You know, they're like, wow, this, you know, you go in with super low expectations, you come out happy, you know?
And it made
where was it that we saw it? You, me and Nick went and saw it. Where were we?
You, me and Nick Castle went and saw it. We were in,
was that Tampa?
Tampa.
Was it? Okay.
It was Tampa.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the next weekend was Philly and Nick wasn't in Philly. So it was Tampa.
Okay. Yeah. That was fun. That was fun just going to, and then Nick,
that's when Nick
dropped his drink.
His giant Coca-Cola.
Yeah, giant beverage. He dropped it. It went everywhere.
Exactly. We should have had him come on the show today. Oh,
I bet you if I texted him right now, he'd be on in a second.
He'd probably be on in 1 second.
Next time. We'll get him next time. We've been rambling for a while. One thing I'm looking at my notes here. One thing that was pretty funny was when we were doing the Horrors Hallowed Grounds tour, we got to the Doyle house from the original Halloween.
Right.
They were gutting it. Like, it was like becoming a shell. They were completely gutting and renovating the house, which is okay because they didn't use the interior of that house anyway. As long as the exterior still looks the same, it's cool. But there was a giant dumpster in front of the house just filled with, you know, pieces of
Did you grab shit?
No, but every Halloween fan on the tour was dumpster diving and grabbing pieces of the Doyle house. Yeah.
Wow.
Which I thought was kind of hilarious, but also at the same time
cool.
kind of rad.
Yeah.
I do have a this is a get off my lawn. So, especially traveling as much as we do, dealing with, I have a question for Apple. Why do you make this so slippery? Why can't you put a texture on this so you can at least grip it and it doesn't slip out of your hand? This is the fucking slipperiest, hardest thing to hold on to. I know it looks cool, but just give it a little texture and so we can grip the fucking thing.
Put some grip tape on it.
Yeah, that'll look great. but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, it's about how it looks now. That's why Apple does it.
Well,
it's because it looks great.
Texture. It can still look cool with some texture. Just saying. Get off my lawn.
Get off.
MacBook Pro with your fucking shitty slippery thing. So check this out. I was in the backyard the other day and I saw this lizard, right? Like, lizards are pretty common here in California. You get them, right?
I get them all the time.
Yeah. There was, dude, this one, its body, not tail. It was like this big.
I get those.
Dude, it was fucking huge. It was the biggest one I'd ever seen in my backyard. It looked like it could have been somebody's pet, right?
Right.
So the dogs hadn't seen him yet. It was around the side of the house, and I'm like, I want to get him out of there before, because Buddy will just fucking chew it and kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go to reach for it, and it goes, it does this, like, I'm like, I'm like, that's kind of cute, right?
That's awesome.
And I've picked up lizards my whole life. I go to grab this thing. As I'm about this far away, it jumps at me like a snake and fucking bit my finger, dude, and drew blood. Like it bit the fuck out of me.
You deserved it.
I'm trying to save this motherfucker. But dude, I've never had that happen before. Have you ever had a lizard like that bite you hard?
Never had a lizard bite me. I get lizards on my walls, out by my pool. I get lizards constantly, like sunbathing and shit like that. And I'll go and I'll pick them up and like I'll move them because one of my cats goes outside. My cats will walk up to me and drop a lizard in my lap that's still alive, but it already bit the tail off. But anyway. Yeah, no, never had a lizard bite me like that.
Dude, motherfucker bit the shit out of me.
He was not having
I chased him out of the yard. I kind of just kicked at him until he left. But I was just like, wow. Because it was crazy, because it wasn't like I grabbed it and it turned and bit me. I was reaching for it and it jumped like that. It went and got me. I was like, motherfucker, man.
I wish I would have seen that.
I wish I had that shit on video. Here's another thing. So DirecTV, I've had DirecTV for about 30 years, only for NFL package, right? Since I lived with my mom, I had DirecTV and I had it transferred here. I've been in this house since 1999. So anyway, the only thing I had on DirecTV was the NFL Sunday ticket. That's the only thing I had on it. Like, other people had to get like the basic package, but I was like grandfathered in because I'd had it for so long that I only had the NFL package, nothing else. Well, I go to the first game of the season starts. I'm on my fucking app. I remember I was at Silver Scream in Danvers, and I'm trying to open the app, and it's saying call DirecTV. I'm like, what the fuck, right? Because I want to watch the game on my phone.
I remember this. I was there.
Yeah, I call them up, and they say, oh well, we know we lost NFL Sunday ticket, and we no longer, it's now exclusively through YouTube. And I'm like, okay. So I called DirecTV. I put it off a little bit because I'd already paid whatever. So I called them about 2 weeks ago to cancel it, because I have to cancel it, right? And they're trying to talk me into keeping it. I'm like, dude, the only thing I had was this fucking NFL package. That's it. And you guys lost it. We're done. Well, we could sell you this basic package. I'm like, no, I got all that shit. I got cable. Bye-bye. This is you. This is me. Bye-bye. So anyway, it was just hilarious how they didn't want to let me go, but it's like, dude, you don't have the thing that I bought. It's like if I go to McDonald's for a burger and like, yeah, we don't sell burgers no more, but we definitely love to give you this fish fillet. And I'm like, no, I want a burger.
Want the burger.
Hold on just a second.
Burger.
I got to pee.
Right.
Hold on.
All right.
See? And that, kids, is why I demand an aisle seat, because I pee a lot.
Because you have a bladder like a child.
I have a bladder like the size of a walnut. So I ordered something online the other day.
Yeah.
And I got to the payment part, and it asked for a tip. Online. It said online. And it asked for a tip to help support that company.
Right.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right. I'm buying something from you.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that
how I'm supporting you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm drinking this whole sound growler, by the way.
The styrofoam beer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Another thing that's been bothering me lately, and this
How many of these do you have? Holy
I'm getting
balls.
through I'm trying to get through all of these. um, this counts on the road. I think I brought this up in our last episode live. Um, I have an issue with people leaving gaps. But
Yes, you brought
whether it
that up.
be on the road or
Yeah,
say
or
if
in
you're
a
standing at
line.
a grocery
Yeah,
store or
yeah.
checkout aisle,
Starbucks or
people
something.
that leave large gaps.
Right.
And then there's like, so there's somebody up at the counter and they're standing 10 feet behind them. And I always walk up to them, are you in line? And they go, yes. And that's, you would think consciously somebody would go, oh, I should probably move up because it doesn't look like I'm in line. That's why this person's asking me. No, they stay right where they're at. And you have to stand there behind, and I get anxiety thinking somebody's going to cut. And it's
Behind
that way on the road.
Yeah.
Because that happens on the fucking road where you're,
Oh, yeah.
and people just cut in front. And next thing you're behind every car that cuts in front of this asshole, you're that much further behind. I hate that.
Right.
But what I always do is like, and it's, even though it means nothing, but in my mind, I'm like, fuck you. And when that person leaves and then they walk, I go right up behind them at the fucking cash register. I get right up on them. Like, this is
overcompensate.
I overcompensate as a
Yes.
fuck you. See,
Yes.
Now people know I'm in line like you should have been, you prick.
Right.
Anyway, we didn't really get a chance to talk much about Halloween. Just the holiday in general. Did you do anything special? I know you went to Horror Nights and stuff, right? You went to Horror Nights?
I went to Horror Nights, saw Horror Nights, which was fun. They had a good Exorcist maze.
I thought that was one of the better ones.
One of the better mazes. What
My
else
favorite was the Latino horror one. I thought
that was a good one. Yeah, that was the number one. When I was walking around Universal, I was walking around with the guy that organizes all the mazes, and he told me that the Latino one was the most popular. Second popular was Exorcist. So that was fun. What else did I do? I worked on that weekend, the 28th, I think it was. I worked for the guy who created Minecraft, the video game Minecraft.
Yeah, I know what it is.
He has a Halloween party every year that he spends millions of dollars on, up at his house up in the Hollywood Hills. And so I worked doing an alien makeup that night.
On him or a friend?
No, on an actor. And it was super fun. And
was it like an actor who was a guest or somebody who was walking around the party as a character?
No, it was why they were hired. Like there's a production. There's a whole production that they have, and it's a production.
Yeah.
And that they spend millions of dollars on. The guy drained his pool and put a fucking alien spaceship in it, and like it was crazy. It was crazy how much money this guy spent on a Halloween party. Like it's stupid money. But so I did that, and then on Halloween night, which I think was on a Tuesday, I handed out candy and made cider with Jameson's in it and ordered pizza and watched horror movies, and it was nice. It was lovely.
So
it was mellow. It was a very mellow Halloween.
Yeah. So Halloween was on a Tuesday. We got home late on a Monday from a convention, got up super early Tuesday and started decorating, like, because
on the day.
And I decorated from probably 9 a.m. to when it got dark.
I decorated September 29th.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'm gone so much. I don't like to leave shit. I get paranoid about my stuff.
I gotcha.
And I don't like to decorate. So what I do actually is I decorate my backyard. And we have the trick-or-treaters come in and go around. They go in one side, go through the backyard, get the candy, and exit the other side. So I do a little backyard haunt.
Oh.
But man, it was exhausting, and literally got it down the last. I mean, it wasn't perfect. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood thought it was the greatest thing. Everybody who came through was like, dude, this is the coolest house in the neighborhood ever, you know. But I'm thinking, oh, I could have done way better. But there was this one group of fucking teenagers that came through. They were probably like 14, 15. And they somehow got ahead of me because I was hiding this one spot. I'd come out and scare people from this side, and then I'd walk over to where the bowl is, had this bowl. Dude, they got to the bowl before me, and they just were draining it into their fucking bags.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, I go, motherfuckers. And I was like, I go, you fucking assholes, get the fuck out. I started, and I'm in wearing costume. I'm fucking
good for you.
And then their friends that were with them were behind them. I said, yeah, tell your friends they're fucking assholes. I told
good for you. Good for you. I'd have done the same thing.
I wanted to grab their bags and just dump them back into the fucking.
I know, totally.
But there was like 8 of them. But anyway, but I was pissed, man. Because, dude, I spent like $200 on candy. Like, I bought so much candy because we get a lot of kids. We got over 100 kids, easy.
Jesus.
Yeah, our house.
I don't get that many. I don't get that many kids.
Really? Like, what would you think you got for the?
Maybe 40, 50.
That's decent. A lot of people I would talk to said they got like 10 or 20. Like, it was really bad this year.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't. Usually, I get a lot more, but it was, you know.
We had a pretty good turnout.
And you know what the other thing is? Here's a get off my lawn. No one says trick or treat.
I know.
Nobody says trick or treat. Nobody walks up to the door and goes, trick or treat.
Yeah. I
have to sit there as I'm holding the fucking cauldron of candy. I have to go, what do you say? What do you say? And they go, and they're looking at me like I'm the fucking ass.
I did that too. I kind of gave up on it because I would say, well, what do you say? And they'd be like, can I have some candy? And I'd be like, no, what are you supposed to say? Happy Halloween?
Trick or treat.
Dude, they don't know that they're supposed to say trick. None of them know.
Oh,
it's annoying.
Crazy. It's annoying as balls.
Yeah, that one does drive me nuts. And while we're on the subject of Halloween and Frankenweenie, I just want to say it. It's a bull terrier. It should have been a dachshund. That's all I'm saying. Don't you agree Frankenweenie should have been a dachshund?
Sure.
Why a bull terrier?
I don't know.
Frankenweenie.
A wiener
dog. Dachshund.
Yeah.
It's always bothered me. Anyway.
All right.
Just getting that out there. One more last get off my lawn and I'll
wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
People that talk on their phones on speaker in public, like at a restaurant or a waiting room.
Yeah.
Really? And they're just standing there. They're on speaker.
Or even a restroom.
People
do it in a restroom. And
it's blaring. And you're like, you look at them like, really? I mean, if I talk lower and I'm like, hey, yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm trying not to disturb people. They're fucking, yeah, dude. What would he say, man? And they're just like, it's like blaring.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. And people do it in the restroom all the time, which drives me fucking bonkers. But yeah, I'm with you.
Anyway, that's all I got to say about that.
All right.
But yeah, I did Horror Nights. I did Not Scary Farm. I thought Scary Farm was really good this year. They did a big 50th anniversary thing, and they had a museum of all the stuff over the years, and they debuted this book. I got this book, really fucking cool. The history of Not Scary Farm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Look, yeah. Goes over all the years. I got this really cool frame. I haven't got a picture in it yet, but I thought this frame was killer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, very cool.
So anyway, yeah, Halloween was fun this year. My biggest regret is Nay and I every October we'd hit up all the stores and do Halloween shopping. We
Right.
did none this year.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that either.
I went to Spirit once. And like a moron, I don't know why the fuck I did this. I just, you the impulse buy, like, oh my God. Oh my God. Let me show you what I bought real quick.
I can't wait. Drinking this shitty beer.
Why did I buy this? I mean,
Is
it's
that a Killer Clowns? What is that?
popcorn gun.
A popcorn gun.
I mean,
Because
it's
you're
rad.
such a Killer Clowns fan. You love
Look how huge
shit.
it is, dude. What?
It's huge.
Why did I do this?
I don't know. Because you're an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I see that and I go, I can't believe they made that. I gotta have it. And then you get it home and like, where the fuck am I put this thing? Why did I buy this?
Yeah.
And it's $100.
Well, does it shoot something?
No, I mean, when you crank,
Like
the
if you
thing,
took it out of the package and you loaded it with something, does it shoot?
It don't
something?
actually shoot nothing.
It doesn't do anything.
No, it when you crank it, the light on the end flashes and the popcorn pops
Okay.
in the globe.
All right.
And it makes sound, I think.
All
I haven't
right.
even opened it.
Oh. You're not going to.
No.
You're not going to.
No. Anyway. So I'm gonna, after this weekend, I have 3 weeks off, and that's when I'm gonna try to rein in all this nonsense. I'm actually going to, a lot of people have been asking me to bring back my auctions. I'm going to do an auction.
Okay.
I'm gearing towards the first week of December, maybe.
All right. All right.
And I'm gonna purge some cool shit. And so I'll be putting details out about that soon. Maybe there'll be a popcorn gun in there. No, I'll hold on to it for a little while.
There might be a rehaul in there.
A popcorn rehaul.
Like a rehaul.
A Myers rehaul.
It's a Myers rehaul right there.
Whose is that one?
I don't know.
You just did it, huh?
I just did it just to see if I could do it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Who wants it? Who wants it? It's sitting right there.
Cha-ching. Yeah, so anyway, sorry it took so long for us to do one. But we're back.
We're back.
Oh, and something I have to announce.
What?
As of right this moment, we're less than 400 subscribers away from hitting 50,000 subscribers.
Oh boy.
And so by the time this airs, we're going to be at 50,000, and this will be our big 50,000 subscriber celebration show. And anyway, I just want to say thanks to all you guys who have been watching and subscribed and continue to watch our nonsense.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, who would have thought that in just over 3 years we could have got 50,000 people to say they want to see more of this and hit that subscribe button?
I don't get it.
Bunch of idiots.
Bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
But we love you nonetheless. And thank you for coming and saying hello. And be kind to each other. Be cool. And, okay, maybe not.
If it's convenient, be kind to each
If
other.
it's
And
convenient, be kind
and
to
come
each other.
out to Steel City Comic Con.
Please.
It's December, what is the dates?
8th through 10th.
8th through 10th, Monroeville Mall, or across the street from Monroeville Mall. It's the convention center is across the street, Monroeville Convention Center. Come by, say hi to Chris, say hi to me, get some free stickers, buy some fucking shit from him, go over to the mall and geek out. You know,
Right.
I mean, yeah,
It'll be fun, man. Be in the Bird. Come and see me and say hi in the Bird.
Come get a Land of the Dead poster signed in the place where it was born.
Exactly.
In the Berg. And we're gonna go to a Steelers game Thursday night.
That's right. Very excited about that.
We're gonna see the Stallers.
Stallers.
Yeah, and they're gonna destroy the New England Patriots, who I hate. So That's going to be fun to
I'm
watch.
very excited about this, you guys. I could give two shits.
Pretend that I'm buying you the ticket. At least pretend like you like it.
I'm going to be so excited. You're not even going to believe how excited I'm going to be.
All right. So anyway, thanks for watching. We promise not to take so long to get the next one out. And
we love you. We love you, and thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.
And put all your comments and shit below. Let us know what you want us to talk about. If you have any questions, put them down here, and we'll try to get to them next episode. We haven't done that in a while. So put some questions down there.
All right. Bye. There you go.